You have just as much potential as land has to provide. You can provide for yourself, for your family, for your future. But what are you going to do? That's for you to decide, sweet souls. That's for you. Hey there, sweet souls. How are you? It's your forest fairy here. Nice to see you again. Welcome in. Oh, and welcome back to the 100 Acre Woods, where I read cards out here. So let's read some cards for you, sweet souls. We are going to do a collective read today, and we're going to start off with the Spread Crafters Oracle deck. We're going to do a 6-card spread, taking a look at the present moment, the challenge, your opportunity, then the energy that surrounds you, the goal, and the outcome. And then we're going to clarify with the Tarot of the Cosmic Seed for more messages, more information, and more clarity on this read. And it's a timeless read, sweet soul, so when it finds you, it was meant to, and it's general. So take it resonates and leave the rest. And it's for all you guys out there, all the sweet souls watching. It's for you, but in particular, one sweet soul in particular. This week, it's my subscriber shout out, so thank you all for subscribing. But in particular, this read is for Lorena R. Montez at Lorena Lorena M, so for Montez, 1980. Now, you're probably wondering, how do I know my subscribers? Well, these are public subscribers. So when they're public, I can see them. And so I have in my subscriber book a long list starting from the bottom, because I wanted to start from the bottom and work all my way up. And so when you subscribe to Forest Fairy Tarot, you make it public, I will see you, and then I will mention you in these collective reads. So this is for Lorena R. Montez at Lorena M. 1980. You're on my mind, Lorena. Thank you for subscribing, and this is for you. So, first card out, and the present moment is upbringing. What limiting beliefs or values were taught to you that still affect you today? What unresolved trauma or negativity have you experienced during your upbringing that still holds power over you? That's the present moment. You might be looking at that. This is shadow work. The challenge is to align. Beautiful. To connect deeply, to return to your proper course, to live in your truth. It might be a challenge because you're going through shadow work, but to align, this is what the expansion. You are expanding by doing this shadow work, by combining these energies together. The opportunity is victimhood. How are you blaming the world for what had happened to you? How have you given up your own agency and power? Alternatively, what painful experiences do you need to fully acknowledge in order to heal? That's the opportunity to take a look at how. I feel you, because we've all gone through it. But when you get stuck there, that's when it starts becoming a problem, because you're out of alignment. You're not aligned. That's the challenge, is to get back into alignment if you're stuck in victimhood. If you're stuck in the past, if you're stuck in a past relationship, if you're stuck in, well, I didn't have a good upbringing, whatever the case may be, well, then heal. Well, how do I do that? By taking a look at it, doing the shadow work, and then connecting deeply to who you truly are. Are you a victim? No. You can be if you want to be. That's your free will, by all means. But to align is to align yourself with the divine, with the great divine, because you are a part of the great divine. You're a part of this greatness that is God. It's who you are. It's where your soul came from. So the energy that surrounds you, connection, relationship, and love. And I'm just going to take this as love of thyself. Yep. And the goal, to adjust, perfect, to tweak, to modify, to reconfigure for better results, to make minor changes or updates, to change course and recalculate route. And the outcome, release, beautiful, release the victimhood, release that upbringing if it wasn't a good one. To let go, to say goodbye, to set free, to leave, to move on and move forward, to align, Look at this. Beautiful. I love it. I absolutely love this. So, bottom of the deck. And that which you might not see, finances, money, and abundance. Okay, so this is what you might not see is your victimhood, or that what's holding you back from an upbringing. Like if you were brought up with this mindset of lack, of not having, of being in a caste system and will never, be anything but this on this level. Those are limiting beliefs, aren't they? If you are taught that you are amazing, you're magic, you can do anything you set your mind and heart to, that's a different belief system, isn't it? So upbringing. So finances, money, and abundance are attached to your upbringing. So let's take a look at the upbringing. This is the present moment. You might be looking at it. You might be, taking a real deep look, because align is connect deeply, and this is where you might be having challenges. What limiting beliefs or values were taught to you that still affect you today? What unresolved trauma or negativity have you experienced during your upbringing that still holds power over you? This is deep shadow work. And when I say shadow work, I don't want you to think evil and awful and what have you. This is subconscious. This is what is unknown to you that you might not see. Why can't I get a good job? Why are my finances like this? My money is spent before I even get my paycheck. Like, why is this? 10 of coins. Look at this. Sweet souls, look at this. This is your family, your upbringing. Are you breaking these chains? I dare say yes, and stepping into abundance when you align with the universe and become a co-creator rather than a victim. Upbringing is also clarified by death. Look at this. I love it. This is the transformation, the death of the old, shedding those old limiting beliefs. I love it. Absolutely. This is what you're going through now. It is difficult. I am not saying it's easy and it's just like that. Because these are deep subconscious messages, programming that it's almost like you have to hack into your own subconscious to be able to look at it, not judge it, look at it, not blame other people, but look at it and heal it. And how? And that is to change, to realign, to connect deeply, to return to proper course and to adjust. We'll get to that one, and to live in your truth. What is your truth? Are you limitless? Are you capable? Are you talented? Of course you are. Sweet souls, of course you are. And it's going to be in different areas. It's going to be, you have different gifts. Absolutely. So align is the challenge, and it's difficult to align, especially when there's so much programming telling you that you are a victim, right? That it's because of your upbringing. Oh, it's those parents of yours. Well, they did it the best that they could, and to see that and know that and to accept that doesn't mean if you have no contact with your parents, and that doesn't mean to hate. It just means to understand, and with understanding comes compassion. You can have compassion for them. It doesn't mean you have to talk to them if you don't want to. You have free will. All I'm saying is that to understand that they did the best that they could with what they were given, and now it's your turn. Now it's for you to then say, okay, I'm going to realign. I'm going to connect deeply, to return to proper course and live in truth. 8 of Cups, and walk away from that program, walk away from that upbringing. For some of you, walk away from your parents. Good. If that's the case, then good. And the nurturer of wands. So the nurturer in this deck is I believe the queen. Yeah, I think it's the queen, because I think the mastery is the king. I know what's the knight? They have different words in this deck. I think it's like the activator. It basically has action in the word. So I think this is the Queen of Wands. So this is taking your power back. This is seeing, as the queen does, the magic within. She's the magical queen. This is seeing your gifts, your talents, your strengths, and not being arrogant about it, just being grateful for it, being proud in a way that is warm and inviting. You don't rise above people that are going through a difficult time, because you've been through a difficult upbringing. If you've been through difficult times, then you can understand, you can have compassion, you can help others get out of this victimhood. Beautiful. So the opportunity is to do the shadow work. How have you been blaming the world for what has happened to you, or blaming your family, as we have with the upbringing in the Ten of Pentacles? How have you given up your own agency and power? I see you taking that back, walking away from those lessons, I guess, that you came here to learn. If you see every challenge as a lesson, for some of you, it might be the challenges are tests to see if you can get through it. And these are things that you have set up for yourself, whether you're aware of it or not. Your soul's like, well, I'm going to go back and try and do this. I lived in a very wealthy family. Let's see if I can live in a family that's not so wealthy, finances, money, and abundance, right? Let's see what I can do. Like, this is your soul's mission. So, victimhood is the opportunity clarified by the Hermit. Yay. And this is the alignment. This is it. This is the alignment. And to alleviate yourself from victimhood, from blaming others, from, giving away your own agency and power. Mastery. So this is the King of Swords. Mastery of your own mind. Because that's where they get you. Right? That's where they get you, through the mind, making you think a certain way. Maybe they trigger emotions within you or experiences within you, and they get you thinking, it's their fault. It's that person's fault. It's my parents' fault. It's my upbringing. It's where I grew up. It was my schooling. It was my religious beliefs. It was them, not me. Okay, fine. If you want to live in that energy, by all means, do so. I'm not here to tell you any different. A lot of us, even if we have millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands in the bank, they're still victims at every, let's say, financial, I don't like to use that word. With every financial level, tax bracket. Let's use tax bracket. Because there are people sitting in victimhood with, like I said, hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars in their bank account. That doesn't matter. It's the energy. And so your opportunity is to see through the victimhood, to see through how you have just given away your agency and power, and to step back into, through hermit mode, through the nurturer of wands, which is the Queen of Wands, and to step back into your abundance. 10 of coins, Queen of Wands, Hermit. And it's through the mind with the King of Swords. Beautiful. This is really fantastic. So, the energy that surrounds you is connection, relationship, and love, clarified by the Mastery of Cups. So this is the King of Cups. This is taking a look at love and love of thyself first. What's the relationship you have with yourself? What's the connection you have to your higher self? Are you building that connection to your higher self? And then when you see yourself in a way, I'm just going to say, as the divine sees you, as a child of God, as you see yourself as a child of God, learning, coming back here to learn more, to experience more. You are the eyes of God, really. You're seeing life through in different lives, right? Different upbringings, different families, for all of you watching. And you are experiencing this so that when you leave this soul suit, when you leave this earthly planet and you go back to source, you bring back to source everything that you've learned, everything that you've experienced. So why not reconnect while you're here? Why not align and find that connection to your higher self, which is the bridge to the great divine? Build a relationship of love with yourself, not of hate, not of envy, not of, and again, I've said this before in different reads, that they, and I guess it's the powers that be, the dark forces, have normalized the 7 deadly sins, right? They've just normalized it. Gluttony, it's all good. Lust, it's good. Wrath, oh, let's click, let's rage bait. Click, click, click. Greed, 10 of Pentacles, right? The more cars, more money, more whatever. Envy. And then when you don't have these things, let's be envious of those people. Those people are bad. But isn't that what they were taught to do? To get more and more and more? Pride and sloth. And then nah, I don't need to work out. I don't need to go for a walk. I don't need to do anything. I just need to sit and watch, my feed and eat, which then goes back into gluttony. It's just, yeah. And for some of us, that's our lives. For others of us, not so much, because we don't buy into it. So it's where you are. And you're experiencing these things for a reason. For you to have the power to take your power back, to align, to decide, okay, I'm not going to, if you sat on live streams or were a part of live streams, I'm not putting live streams down. I'm just saying, if you spend 8 to 10 hours live streaming or watching live streams or, whatever, maybe get out, maybe. And if you don't want to, that's fine. You're not here watching these tarot reads. Or if you watch tarot reads all day, what have you learned from it? What have you taken from it? Or do you just watch another one and get told that it's not your fault, that it's their fault, that it's his fault, her fault, their fault, whoever. And that you can just sit there and decide, yeah, it's not my fault, victim. I'm just going to sit here and be envious of everyone else that has a good relationship. Well, they started with a relationship with themselves. Are you working on that? Are you realigning? Are you seeing your magic? Are you seeing your talents? If you say to me, well, I don't have any talents, well, then go try something and you might surprisingly be good at it. Like, I don't know, pickleball. Try anything. It doesn't even matter. Frisbee. Frisbee golf, where they throw frisbees into baskets. And you might think, I haven't thrown a frisbee since I was a kid. Then try it. Just go out to a park, find frisbee golf, and do it. And then you might go, I was just chucking these frisbees and I got it in the bucket every time. You don't think that's magical? Because I've gone frisbee golfing and haven't hit one at all. So that's not a talent of mine, but I've only done it once, maybe twice. So I haven't practiced it, right? This is the connection, I think, with living and experiencing and wanting, and this is free. It's not like it cost me any money. I went into town, so I guess it cost me gas money, but I went in with my kids. We have no money fun. We go to places where it's no money. Doesn't cost to get in. It doesn't cost anything. We just you have to bring your own frisbees. We throw frisbees. It's fantastic, right? Having said that, this is the connection. This is the relationship. This is love. Love of thyself. And then it spreads out. Then people want to be around you. Because you're not a victim. Because you've done the work. Connection, relationship, and love is also clarified by the 4 of Swords. Interesting. I can read this 2 ways. You're not doing anything, as I just went through the 7 deadly sins. But I think this is quieting the mind so that you are able to connect, so you are able to realign, so you are able to have a relationship with yourself and love yourself first. And this is the adjustment, isn't it? This is the goal, to tweak, to modify, and it's just little things, to reconfigure for better results, to make minor changes or updates, to change course, to recalculate a route. Where are you going? The wanderer. And there's the fool. Taking a leap of faith on you, on what you want to do. I'm seeing it getting up off the couch and just going outside, just finding something to do. Maybe going and playing basketball. There's a hoop. There's a ball. Let's see what I can do, right? Just for fun. You don't have to be an NBA basketball player. You're just seeing what you can do. Bring a friend. Find a friend. It was my grandmother that said, every friendship began as a stranger. Every friend began as a stranger. And it's true. It's true. Adjust is also clarified by Six of Swords, and moving in that direction. Moving, making small steps, making small adjustments to move out of chaos and into calm. Calm of the mind, calm of the heart, of the emotions, and then to just do. To just take that leap of faith and say, okay, today I'm just going to ride my bike. I don't care what a helmet looks like on me. It's for my safety. I don't care where I go. I might avoid some steep hills because it's pretty scary going down them, and it's hard work going up them. So let's pick a spot where I'm going to have success, not get, discouraged and say, oh, I'm never going to ride a bike again, right? This is where I think small little adjustments is wise advice. I love this card because it's a success card. It leads to success. You have these little adjustments, you do these little things, right? And then they become habits. And then they become a part of your routine. And then you're living a completely different life. When you look back 6 months, a year, what was I doing? I was on the couch 8 hours a day, right? I was feeling sorry for myself for not having any friends. Meanwhile, you're not getting out. Whatever the case may be. I was feeling sorry for myself for my upbringing. Okay, and you're not in that environment anymore, right? You have the power. So take it back. Stop giving it away. And there it is. The outcome. Release. To let go, to say goodbye, to set free, to set yourself free. To leave, to move on, Six of Swords, and move forward, clarified by the Hangman. This is a different perspective, sweet souls. This is not being stuck, not being hung, not releasing this, surrendering to it. And the Nine of Wands. I'm not saying that some of you have not been through it. I'm not saying that at all. But it's releasing that. Not being the wounded warrior. I'm not saying that you haven't been through it. We've all been through it in different ways. Because that's what our soul wanted to experience and or learn. So this is not giving up. This is not giving up on yourself, on your dreams, on your little adjustments. This is not giving up on the connection that you have with yourself and the divine. This is releasing any and all victimhood thoughts with the King of Swords here. This is releasing the blame of the world and others and family, blaming your upbringing. This is releasing it all so that you can rebuild. Nine of Wands, so that you can move forward, so that you can say goodbye to that which no longer serves you, that you have outgrown, that you have realized and seen. Okay, this is part of it all. This is the beauty of the journey. Finances, money, and abundance, that which you might not see. Six of Cups. Look at that. It's like a Taj Mahal. It's like a beautiful palace. What are you imagining? Are you imagining lack, or are you imagining wealth? And where does wealth begin? It starts from within. It really does. And I feel wealthy here in the 100-acre woods. And trust me, it's not a big, huge house that, would be considered a mansion. But my wealth comes with the land. That comes with the opportunity that the land gives me to be, or to have the potential, I'm not there yet, but to have the potential to be completely off-grid. That's what I think is wealth. That, for me, and it just makes sense, being the forest fairy, the forest is my wealth, right? The land, the opportunities, the potential. You have just as much potential as land has to provide. You can provide for yourself, for your family, for your future. But what are you going to do? That's for you to decide, sweet souls. That's for you to decide. So let's get an oracle on this. I'm going to try different decks with this. It's the Spread Crafters. And so I picked this one up off the shelf, the Tarot of the Cosmic Seed. And I just kind of went through and thought, I really like the images. I really do. And so I might just try different decks with just different combinations with these collective reads. So stay tuned because I have a lot of options. All right, let's get an oracle. And I think I'm about ready to change the oracle cards too. Let's see. What do we got? Remembrance. Okay. The frequency of remembrance supports our memory of everything that we have gone through as a soul in body, providing us with valuable information and tools to flow gracefully with and in this life. Yeah. And bottom of the deck. And that which you might not see, there it is. There, that which you might not see. Finances, money, and abundance right here. And abundance. The energy of abundance activates our ability to manifest the wealth we need and the sense of fulfillment that comes from a heart and soul that are overflowing with love and gratitude. I see that with the King of Cups and the connection, relationship, and love card. Abundance. Let's get some angel numbers. Do I have, what can I see here? I have 9 and 12. So that would be 9, 1, 2. Let's do that one. Know that the soul work you are doing is having a positive and healing impact on your life, and in particular, your relationship and connections with others. And we have the relationship connection card. Beautiful. Okay. Let's do another one. I see 609. Let's do 609. I rarely get zeros with the Stardust deck. So let's do 609. You are receiving an important soul download. Take some moments to be still and receive the messages that are coming to you from within. There's that Hermit card. Past life information and healing can be accessed now. And I saw that with the Four of Swords too. Like just resting your mind, especially when the King of Swords is blocking you with these thoughts of victimhood, which you have to understand can be programmed into you and has been. And it's through generations, right? This is for you to hack into your subconscious Hermit card and really do the work. And it looks to me that you are. So let's do one more. Oh, Death card. So that would be 13. So 1, 3, 8. 8 of Cups. 1, 3, what did I say? 1, 3, 8. Your angels and guides are encouraging you to forgive and release. There's the upbringing and victimhood. The past, so that you can manifest a more fulfilling future. Finance, money, and abundance. Align, adjust, release right here. Oh, I love it when the angel numbers line up with the read. And that's what I see for you, sweet souls. And I'm sure I'll see you again. Take care from your Forest Fairy. Bye for now.